What would I do with my last breath? Would I yell? Would I cry? Would I laugh? Cause I'm glad that I'm past that mess. Till I pass, never felt that blessed. Even bad breath when you living is better than good breath. When you lack flesh, got a glass chest that I cracked and my lost breath hasn't made it back yet. I'm on my last breath, walking the last step. I'm on the last test, final answer and my last guess. Wonder what I gotta pass next. I'm on my last quest, so much harder than my last track. Map less, hope I can outlast death. Grim Reaper got my address, down on my last cent. Cash spent from a check I don't even have yet from my last rent. Sweater shit has got me mad stressed. I inherited my dad's debt, never got to hear his last breath. And the only reason I ain't passed yet, I'm the first ever and the last left.
I let the record show. I let the tech explode. Put on the weapon show. Pull up the Texaco. Knuckles in Mexico. Call up the technical. They know the text will blow. Shot that I'm Plexico. Turn you to vegetable. Body electrical. Acid and alkaline. Body so flexible. The shooter's feet like an Uber Eats. Got a group of these suited, these scooter bees. While letting the Uzi and Ruger speak. An American got up in Cuba eats. The powers they seek and powers the weak. They follow and creeps. Powers that be inherit the world from cowards and sheep. Been to the mountains, top towers and peaks. Flowers and sweets and showered our feet. The lightning and thunder that shower the sleep. Shower the D's. It's not a verse, it's our receipts.
What would I do with my last breath? Would I yell? Would I cry? Would I laugh? Cause I'm glad I'm past that mess. Till I pass, never felt that blessed. Even bad breath when you living is better than good breath. When you lack flesh, got a glass chest that I cracked and my lost breath hasn't made it back yet. I'm on my last breath, walking the last step. I'm on the last test, final answer and my last guess. Wonder what I gotta pass next. I'm on my last quest, so much harder than my last track. Map less, hope I can outlast death. Grim Reaper got my address, down on my last cent. Cash spent from a check I don't even have yet from my last rent. Sweater shit has got me mad stressed. I inherited my dad's debt, never got to hear his last breath. And the only reason I ain't passed yet, I'm the first ever and the last left.
Like a track fish, I attract women, they the bad women. I'ma splash in them, leave a bag with them. Then I raise seas to be mad different. If I die now, I'm coming back in them. Cause they dad missing, but they cash dripping. Cause they royalty, so they brag different. Ain't no ass kissing, never had feelings. Seen a white victim and a black witness. Mac gripping on my last mission. Yak sipping, blowing blackism. Gat missing, he was lack slipping. Smack hit him, now we act different. Apparition, the bad vision. The Mac a chip him and crash the system. Uncle Tom, cause you that willing. Fuck the law, I'm going back to living. Astral prisms of black religions. Activisms and conversations. Sacrilegious, the palms of Satan. Black magicians, Babylon erasing. Raise our hands to God be praising. Hustling, the marathon be racing. Nipsey at the finish line, he waiting.
What would I do with my last breath? Would I yell? Would I cry? Would I laugh? Cause I'm glad that I'm past that mess. Till I pass, never felt that blessed. Even bad breath when you living is better than good breath. When you lack flesh, got a glass chest that I cracked and my lost breath hasn't made it back yet. I'm on my last breath, walking the last step. I'm on the last test, final answer and my last guess. Wonder what I gotta pass next. I'm on my last quest, so much harder than my last track. Map less, hope I can outlast death. Grim Reaper got my address, down on my last cent. Cash spent from a check I don't even have yet from my last rent. Sweater shit has got me mad stressed. I inherited my dad's debt, never got to hear his last breath. And the only reason I ain't passed yet, I'm the first ever and the last left.
Woo. Now, think about this. Let's talk about some hood prophecy right now. People who say that they got the coronavirus, they said that it feel like they was taking their last breath, right? I was reading up on Scarface, Brad Jordan that is, and he said verbatim that it felt like an elephant was sitting on his chest and he felt like he was gonna die. That's what he said that the coronavirus had him feeling like, or what they call COVID-19, because there's a distinction between the two. COVID-19 is the symptoms, coronavirus is the virus. Shout out to KT the Arts Degree, who made his debut on Star Live on YouTube, you know, Star and Buck Wild. And he went in on the 5G. and the corona. And I applaud them for that, for taking the road less traveled that people are not willing to even get into. Because in order to talk about that 5G, you got to know about your research. You got to know what you're talking about. You just can't go with the narrative that the mainstream media is running, telling you, saying that, look, this is what this is, you know, and this is what it is. And this is not, or these are the numbers, these are the people, these are the places. You're on lockdown. You don't know nothing. Only what the news is showing you. Only those video clips that you're seeing. Only that footage that's being broadcasted. That's the only visuals that you have of the world around you at the moment. You don't have no out. You don't know what's going on other than what you see in front of the news, unless you tapped into alternative news outlets, and the majority of America is not even really privy to that. But there is a rabbit hole that goes a lot deeper when it comes to what's going on with the COVID-19, the coronavirus, the Wuhan virus. It was in America, which are completely, totally different things. And then even 5G, and what's the implications of that? The uh there's so many narratives at play right now that we're gonna have to unpack a few of them. But before I even begin, I have to say, pray for the God. Pray for our good brother Brad Jordan, Scarface. You know what I'm saying? Because he said that he was really down and out because of that Rona. Slim Thug got it, but Slim Thug wasn't showing the symptoms that he didn't say that he felt like he had an elephant sitting on his chest. Slim Thug was chilling, you know? So it led people to say, what's up with these symptoms? Are people just saying that they're testing positive for what a test picks up to say you have the traits of what the COVID-19 may be, which is traits that are actually identical to other ailments and whatnot? And then they're telling people to quarantine themselves, and they're saying that the tests are not 100% accurate as it is. So are people being misdiagnosed for having coronavirus when some of these people may have been undergoing the quote unquote American flu? Because the American flu, the season of the American flu has ravaged America since the beginning of it. Tonight I'm going to show you articles that the flu epidemic in America was taking it was killing children in January in record numbers. The flu cases in America it was a flu pandemic damn near in America in January. There's word that the quote unquote coronavirus or whatever the strain is, remember, because there are 5 different strains in the USA, and in China there's one strain. So the strain has been said to been out here since probably like, you know, November. We're talking Thanksgiving-ish, when people began falling wild sick and they were getting stricken like this. And they were talking about that they couldn't breathe, and they were talking about they felt like that they were going to die. And there were a lot of people who the flu was taking out in record numbers. But look, there was no panic. There was no Bobby. There was no Khadija. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. They wasn't saying nothing, and they weren't making nothing. They weren't making no focus on that. But there was a pandemic where babies was dying. But there wasn't no shutdown. There wasn't, the media did not report on it. Didn't mean that it wasn't happening. It's just that the machine that you know as the media decided that it was not going to collectively point its guns and focus on one topic, and to begin to pump fear, and to begin to pump worry, and to begin to pump all of these quote unquote you know, these tropes that they've done over time. Because going back to what I said, I just want to remind you, and I want to put it on record because we'll be watching these videos 5 and 10 years from now. America was relatively calm until they started canceling their sports. I'm putting that on record, John O'Connor. America was relatively calm, especially Black America was going about their business and fully functioning. They were not buying boxes of masks. Niggas did not get on their, you know, they were not using their foresight, right? Because the shit popped off in January. They asking Americans, can you sew some masks together? So when the industrious ones saw the whole thing going down in January, they didn't get ahead of that curve. They didn't get ahead of the ball. They could have been grabbing all of those Mexicans that they were grabbing up ice and whatnot, putting in these goddamn cages and whatnot, or all of this available labor in terms of people that are unemployed or that are looking to feed their family, or for the people that are homeless. We could have got a jump on that and been like, yo, start sewing some fucking face masks together. How hard is that? How hard is that? You know what I'm talking about? You get some crackheads some crack. It's in the formula of how to make a goddamn face mask, and you could get some masks. So some people took advantage, though. I don't know people. I mean, I'm sure that there's some people who went out there and did that. I don't know them personally. They didn't pull up on me yet and say, yo, Red, we hit a lick. But I'm sure that they're out there. And they got on top of this shit. So we were able to be lackadaisical. Remember, even though I don't co-sign eating canned beans, I was saying all the way back in like February, just, you know, just in case, get you some beans. You know, you might do the bag of beans. I do the bag of beans. I do more healthier stuff, but at the bottom of that 90-day or that 3-month motherfucker or that 6-month lockdown, them beans finna get bust open, because on the 4th month I'm a savage. What are you talking about? I've surpassed all of that plant-based shit. By the 4th month, my fangs is out, my nigga. You understand? Nigga, I did 90 days in a box. Y'all, they're telling you niggas to sit down for 6 months. Are you serious? And people want to talk about those canned beans? Niggas gonna be eating their fingernails. Bro, if I didn't find a barber today, I would have looked like I would have went live. They would have been like, hold on, Sasquatch is on live. I would have did numbers like Boozy. Chewbacca. My whole shit was, yo, what are they doing? The barbershops is closed. What are they doing? The beauty salons is closed. Notice on IG Live, when Boozy goes live, they not showing their headshots. There's not a lot of women going live these days, except the sisters, the natural ones. Y'all winning, but there's not a lot of the snuffleupagus eyelashes and the, you know, the ones that used to get their face beat a lot. It's not a lot of face beating going on, my friends. You know what I'm talking about? The lives are beginning to dwindle because the hair salons are not open and they're not making a lot of house calls. So by week 2, shit gonna be crucial. By the 2nd month, though, let's talk about the 2nd month. They're gonna be looking like what's her name? Sarah from Madam C.J. Walker. What's her name? Who saw the series? Who saw the series? Who saw Sarah Lightfoot in the beginning when her shit was looking like the mayor from Chicago with the bell bottoms? You know what I'm talking about? With the bell bottoms. Looking like niggas principal, looking like Joe Clark, looking like she was standing in you know, when the Hulk turns back to David Banner and the clothes is oversized. But anyway, somebody said looking like Kodak. Yeah, wrong for that. And I want to say this. On Melanin Monday, I was reviewing the Madam C.J. Walker documentary, and I was like, that shit is trash. And then I got so much more information on it to this day that I'm ready to do a new review on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really trash. I was pointing out some things, and I learned that they did about 5 other lies against Annie Monroe's legacy. They lied on Madam C. They lied on homeboy CJ, Mr. Walker. They was just dragging everybody. And they have whoever these people, the director is the same director from Harriet. And you remember what happened with that, right? It's the same director from Harriet. There's this writing crew in Hollywood, right? In Hollyweird. These are the children of Harvey. All of these fucking those people that wave that flag, they got writing crews. Homegirl who did Queen and Slim. I'm surprised Billy Porter wasn't in Madam C.J. Walker's biopic. You know what I'm talking about? I'm surprised that nigga wasn't Cleophas. You know, you can't shit on nobody's legacy like that. That's law. We cannot allow Netflix to begin to twist. They completely, when you find out how many lies have been told and how they went with a completely dividing that, they went with a narrative that will have Team Light Skin. They will have the motherfucking jigaboos on top of the wannabes. They will have Team Light Skin on the run. You know what I'm saying? They were enforcing stereotypes. You know, and that's not right. And they was making that lady, Madam CJ Walker, they were making her look like she wasn't, really about what she was about. So for a platform that has the audacity and the gall to ban a documentary on Louis Farrakhan on the grounds of they don't feel like this deserves, or they took the quote unquote political stance to censor, right, a thought leader and a leader of a real organization, and then they're promoting propaganda by way of negative, because they desecrated the image of the black man once again in that movie. It's the same shit that started with Color Purple. That Color Purple, remember, these are the children, these are Oprah's babies. That Color Purple quote unquote formula, that Color Purple, there's a Color Purple hit list. You destroy the image of the black man, Harpo. Every single black man is either hypersexualized, hyper-violent. He's a buffoon. You belittle him. You emasculate him. They've been doing that ever since then. And that shit was the same thing that you saw in the Madam C.J. Walker, the LBGT, nigga, Sugar, and what's her name? Whoopi, Sealy. All right, you introduce that trope. They gave you that in Color Purple. That's in the Madam C.J. Walker thing. And they lied because her daughter was not out here, in a bisexual relationship like that. Her daughter was married 3 times. So, and then the colorism, the divide between the quote unquote colors and whatnot, and picking on that. Of course, you saw that. Oh, silly, you so ugly. You had homeboy talking down to her. Everybody was treating her like crap. Whoopi Goldberg. You see the same thing in this movie. You saw that in Precious. Everything that everything that Oprah has her mittens on, her fingerprints. That's where you'll see that formula. And Tyler Perry rolls with his specific formula. They all have an algorithm that they're interjecting into the subconsciousness of people who they basically have magnetized, who have drawn in through the quote unquote disguise of entertainment and acceptance into an industry that basically already planted them there. These are industry plants. Make no mistake about that. The majority of these people are industry plants. Billy Porter's an industry plant. All of this fake success that they be trying to get these people, that shit is all industry plans. They already told you that these awards and these shows and everything's are political and they're rigged and they have agendas attached to them. This is not about raw talent. Don't get it fucked up. So, these people are very facetious, and it only reinforces and it only reiterates why we say we have to, once this reset is over, once this thing finishes doing what it's supposed to do, it's time to take this thing where it needs to go. Bottom line, there's no other place to go. So that's what you're seeing. You're seeing a changing of the guards taking place on scales that you've never fathomed before. Because if you're not prepared to see what you're seeing, then you're gonna believe anything that anybody tells you. And I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. But for everybody who's tapped in, for everybody who's basically strapped in, for everybody who's been in the classroom, and for everybody that's been drinking from this well of knowledge that the master teachers have been pouring out the water for eons. You could go back 100 years into the quote unquote roaring 20s, back into Madam C.J. Walker's days. There were black men of the greatest stature back then. There were black men who were committing feats that black men today haven't even matched and surpassed. Understand that. I'm talking owning hundreds upon acres of land. Matter of fact, Annie, uh, the lady who they said was Addie Monroe. Send me to Addie. I'm hunting her down. The lady that they said was Addie Monroe and Madam C.J. Walker back in 1918, going up into 1930s. These women had colleges. These women had estates. These women had buildings. These women had schools. These women had mansions. She owned a whole block, all mansions, where she was training people in beauty, in the beauty industry, the same industry that is miraculously popping right now on places like Instagram and other places. But did they tell our sisters, did they tell our black women, did they tell our babies about this quote unquote industry? Did they tell them that the place that they had in this industry? Because where Netflix is quote unquote sinister and where Netflix is disingenuous is because instead of showing you the unity, the two powerful black women, and the lady Annie Monroe, she's not even biracial in real life. So they put that in there. She's not even biracial. They made it look like in the series that her mama was raped by the slave owner and she was a quote unquote, one of those children. And that's why she was carrying on like that. But that's not even the point. That's not even what happened. And she was in real life, because they made a fictional character named Addie so they could do all of that bullshit. But why not tell the real story? You telling man, what nigga? This is not Romper Room. What are you talking about? This is not Reading Rainbow. This ain't motherfucking Build a Story. You got to tell the story like it is. Like how them niggas in NWA, when it says based on a true story, you have Dr. Dre beating niggas up. That's Hollywood. That's magic. Simple shit. You was a bird in real life, but when in front of the camera, you'll knock a nigga out. Boom. What else is there to do? You know what I'm saying? That's how that works. Yeah, Annie Malone is Addie Monroe. So they could have showed these two powerful women in business, even though their business was straightening hair. And I don't have, like I said, I'm not going to get involved with women's hair business. But, these women were entrepreneurs and these women took it to the limit. And these women basically opened up the quote unquote fields of entrepreneurism for many people to come behind them. But I didn't really hear about them in school. I haven't really heard preachers and teachers and a lot of people giving you that, especially black women, these daughters, the babies, the sisters. They don't get a lot of that. So I'm glad they're able to see things like that because, this is 100 years later, and they are definitely in the lead. They are definitely in the head of the pack. They are the ones opening up so many lanes. They are the one leading this new revolution of energy. You know what I'm talking about? This energy that's going on is just powerful. You know what I mean? And it's shifting the world and it's changing the world. This material, this currency. What I'm gonna do as a gift to the family, because you know we're in a day and time where people have been hitting me up and they've been asking me about solutions. So I want to get to solutions. I want to get to the information, but I definitely want to get to solutions because, like I said, we're at one of the most opportune times in our lives. We have the opportunity to pay attention not only to each other, but if you can't go outside, they say go inside. So a lot of people now are going inside. If you can't go outside, go inside. So a lot of people are now going inside, and you're seeing things taking place in a quote unquote financial market. A lot of people were not ready for what they saw take place in a financial market, and they did not benefit off of what was taking place in the financial market. But I know some people who were ready to see what was going on. They were ready to take advantage when they saw what was going on in that financial market. So when the financial market crashed and when them stocks fell, they were in that motherfucker like a clearance sale. You know what I'm talking about? They was in that bitch like Nordstrom racking up with some racks, with some tax money. And they cleaned up and then they sat on that shit. And then they stacks rised up because the market shot back up. Yeah, that carrot bars, you know what I'm saying? That Forex, them Forex stocks, them Bitcoins, you know what I mean? And a lot of stocks, cheap, you know, a lot of stocks. When you know what to, when you pay attention, let me explain something that just happened. Let me put it in layman's terms so we can understand what we're seeing. In the history books 50 years from now, what you saw just happened as a result of what they blamed the coronavirus for, but it was still on its, the bubble was about to burst anyway before the coronavirus. The coronavirus just happens to be the bubble that burst it, or what they call the coronavirus. I call it the ancestors. I'm putting it in the proper context. I'm just going to call a force of nature is out here moving shit. And they putting names on it. But when the shit crossed the motherfucking customs and whatnot, that bitch got a new name. It went from the Wuhan something, then it came across sea. It took mad long to come across seas, as if it was on one of them freight boats. And then it got here, and it became the COVID-19. Now they're trying to give it a new name. So you got to remember that I'm paying attention to what's happening. So when these markets fell, in the history books is going to say there was a book ending to a bull run. That was the ending of an era. That was the ending of a quote unquote. That was the ending of a whole case study. That was the ending of a whole run. This new run, because after that the markets crashed, the markets bled, the market fell. It didn't hit recession, but it basically it burnt out. Trillions were lost. This new economy that the government has now propped up, because remember, it died. People are like, oh, but it didn't hit this and it didn't hit that. Nigga, was you there the night that bitch died and the next morning they were fucking resuscitating it and pumping everything in it? They was putting all kind of tubes in it, and then they hit it with the bonus. They hit it with the stimulus. So this new economy that they're hitting with all of this new money, with this new money, is going to introduce and usher in a new industry. Family, welcome to Industry 4.0. Okay, this is a new industry, and the new stimulus package. Because look, according to the quote unquote records on some of the retail apocalypse. Right? There was a retail apocalypse. Now that retail apocalypse has crescendoed, and that retail apocalypse has, that shit has morphed and jumped into something else, and it wiped out all kind of corporations. The new corporations have to be Industry 4.0. Hyper automation, Internet of all things, 5G hookup, quote unquote, the Internet of all things, smart TV, smart car, smartphone, everything smart. You might even have the smart chip. This is where Industry 4.0 is going. Industry 4.0, where the Amazon is setting the business model of Industry 4.0. They're hiring a lot of you niggas to help them robots, though. You know what I'm talking about? They hiring a lot of niggas to help them robots, and once they figure out how to get rid of the quote-unquote human help, the robots will be taken over. That's what we're headed into. So the new stock market, the reason why the stock market shot back up is because people reinvested their stocks into the new stocks of the future. And the new stocks of the future are going to quote-unquote satisfy what the future holds, because they were betting on commodities and futures, and that crashed because the future changed as a result of the coronavirus. So the new future is social distancing. The new future is online. This is what we right here, live streaming and whatnot, where you could be in your house. I could talk to 10,000 people and give and drop information while you in your underwear, eating whatever you want to eat, smoking whatever you want to smoke. And the children are right there. You didn't have to leave your house. You didn't have to burn any energy. You didn't have to exhaust anything. You know what I'm talking about? And into the future, there's going to be times where we're going to be able to monetize all of that with a press of a button. That's where we're headed. So we are living in precarious times. Do not ever in your life look at this as a negative. I see people talking about they want to cancel 2020. How and where? Oh, people are dying. No, we're getting ancestors. We have work to do, and it's not dealing with the seen and the unseen. We have work to do in the quantum realm. You get to know the individual, you get to know the personality. They leave their work, they leave the instructions, they leave the basic instructions before leaving Earth. They leave you their intellectual property, they leave you their content, they leave you their contacts, and then they out of here. And then your ass is on the assembly line because you out of here soon too. So if you don't take an example of what the great ones are doing, I saw Dr. Africa, I saw King Simon count out all of Dr. Africa's books when he was doing the memorial video, right? Look at the work that he left behind. Look at the work that he put in. You feel me? Look at what he accomplished, because he is not here in the body anymore, but his spirit is in his content. His spirit is in those books. He was able to regurgitate all of that information. So they say when the elders die, or when the elders quote unquote transition, or when someone transitions, the library burns down to the ground. Facts. So if you're able to get that library out before it burns down, because it's all going to burn down. There's an imminent forest fire waiting for everybody. All of our forests are going to burn, my nigga. You're Australian, you're going to have a forest fire, and you're going to have an Australian motherfucking Amazon Congo forest fire. All of the library is going to burn because everybody has a date. So the key is to get that shit out. The key is to get with people who are creative. Put your fucking ego to the side, my nigga. You're going to die with your ego up your ass. Put your ego to the side and work with your brothers. There's nobody out of reach right now. Niggas is live. I could live stream Michelle Obama if I wanted to. I could get on live with her. I could get on live with the Pope if I wanted to. There's no restrictions. Understand the reality that you are crescendoing into. Understand the possibilities that you're entering into. And take this shit full advantage. Do not buy into the fear campaign. I told you 2020, year of fear. It was a reason why we said that. 2020, year of fear. This year is not over. This year is not over. But this is what I'm going to do. I have two special guests that I'm going to bring in, and we're going to chop it up for a minute, and we're going to talk about some solutions, because I want y'all to get, you know what I mean? I want y'all to get right. And that's that right time of the season. It's motherfucking spring. So we up out of our hibernation, my nigga. We springing forth. You know what I mean? So all of this stuff that took place was in hibernation season. It's the death season. It's the season of death. It's the season of darkness. That's what hibernation is. That's what the winter is. That's why we lost Pop Smoke, people like and things like that. That's the winter season. We lost our we lost our master teacher, right? Dr. Africa, and we lost Nipsey Hussle the last year, March 31st. Talk black to me right before April Fools, right? At the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, at the end of the death season, we lost the God. Now we lost Dr. Africa, and we lost my dude, Muata. I mean, we lost our dude. Damn, what's my dude? The Zulu. Credo Mutwa. We lost the he's a legend. He's a legend. He helped raise us with this information. You know, he was the one that taught us that about Sirius. I started tapping into Sirius because of Credo. But without any further ado, I don't want to go on. I'm gonna bring in my good brother Trillionaire Trav, and I'm gonna bring in my brother Hey Rue. All right, and we're gonna talk this Forex talk real quick for the family that's out there that wants to tap in. Peace to the brothers, man. Peace, peace.
Peace, family.
Peace to the gods.
What's going on?
All
Yo,
right.
Lordy,
Yes,
Lordy, you tapped in, man, in the beginning, man. You was, you know what I'm saying, the whole industry 4.0, man. Everything you was just talking about, man, is purity facts, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what we dealing with, facts, man. The whole Trillionaires Club, Galactic Guardians, GGD 720, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trillionaire Trav, man, putting the blueprint out there, you know what I'm saying? So we literally walking around saying recession. What recession? Y'all wasn't lined up, y'all wasn't ready, like y'all didn't see what was going on, like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you know what I'm saying, your head was in the clouds somewhere, but you know what I mean? We definitely around, man, you know what I mean? Anybody, and listen, anybody that's in the comments, man, it's a couple links in the comments. So if you really want to see what we're getting ready to disseminate, you could click one of those links that says the No Job Lifestyle info /red pill. It's in the comments. It's another link I got in the comments, y'all. Listen, join today. Without further ado, Trillionaire Trav, what up, though? How you feeling, Lordy?
Peace to the gods. Peace, peace. Everything is in divine order. You already know. Cashing out. What recession is the hashtag? We don't do recession. You know what I'm saying? Recession it's a mindset. You know what I'm saying? What I'm realizing too, like with this going on, is this is very mental. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us are looking at the cup as half empty and not half full. You know, your reality is based on your perception. I definitely want to say that. Even with a lot of so-called conscious people, and I'm gonna say so-called conscious, you know what I'm saying? We know it means to be aware, you know, but to be enlightened means to take massive action. You know, there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. To have knowledge is to know, but to be wise is to do what you know to be right, what we would consider sound right reasoning. So with that being said, even when I talk to people in the conscious community and they try to get into these passive streams of income, whether it's building a business, whether it's sports trading, which I'm a CEO of my own sports trade company. I have a sports trade advisory, but like the brother said, sports are shut down. And when sports went down, you got to realize sports is an American religion.
Yes, it is.
When sports got shut down, that was a huge flag for me that, oh, this is not a game. It really just
the world took. That's when people took notice. I don't mean to cut your wisdom, but I had to put it in the congressional records that it's when the sports stopped. Nothing else got niggas to say screw me. But when the sports stopped,
Rest.
Yeah, hey, look, you got to think. Like I got my own sports trade advisory, and I'm about anywhere from 50 to 100 clients a month. You know, paying me $100 a month for these signals. So you figure I'm making anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a month with We Trade Sports, and that's not trading sports. That's from the residual intake. But when that shit crashed, it was like, you know, first it was the NBA, and then the next day other sports follow suit. Good thing, you know, I'm proactive, you know what I'm saying? Because to trade is to trade, to barter is to barter. So there's other forms of trading, you know, which I'm always keep my finger on that pulse of things such as Forex, binary trading, stock trading. So with that being said, you know, I'm always been in tune with the Forex plugs. Always, you know, that's where the real money at. If you didn't know, Forex is a $1.7 trillion a day market.
Huh?
So not a year, $1.7 trillion a day. So without a doubt, Forex is what we consider the world bank. It's where all of the world's currencies are traded in pretty much what we would consider one bank account. where it's leveraged against each other. Most people don't know that when they put their money in the bank is doing two things. They're trading Forex with your money and they're buying real estate. So with people, I always tell people, like, you know, we love to say, you know, black power and things of that nature, but we got to understand there's levels to that, because they'll scare you out of one realm of reality and push you right into another, and you don't know that was a trap too. So some people say, hey, you know, don't stack your money and leave it under your mattress. You need to have a bank account. You don't get a bank account and they're buying up real estate and trading Forex with your money. And when you come to get your money, they only have what you put in your account. I see you, Ray.
One interrupt. They asking for the links. Can you drop that? Put that on the screen. Go ahead.
Yep. I got you.
So with that being said, and make sure you take massive action, because right now, like I said, we're recession. I'm making more money now than I've made in the last year, and I get to the money digitally. I say that because I'm not rich, but while people are working jobs making $500 a week after taxes, $380, I'm doing that a day. So, with that being said, and I'm not working a job, and I'm not doing something I don't like. I love sports. So to leverage sports and to be able to make life-changing income and help other people, for me, that's big. Even if I was only making $100 or $200 a day, I don't have to work. I don't have to wake up when somebody tells me. I can use the bathroom when I want to. I could watch the game and be neutral. I don't have favorite teams. I wherever the money's at, that's where I'm at. So with that being said, Forex is what you want to do, is you want to leverage Forex, because that's what the banks are doing anyway with your money. So if you learn Forex, you can take your money out of a bank account, put it into your Forex account, and do exactly what the banks are doing with your money by yourself. Most people don't know this. This is why you may have $1,000 in your bank account, right? And then when you go to get it in a month, it's $994. They took $6 because you bank with them, right? But you don't know that they 10x your money. They turned your 1,000 into 10,000 and charged you $6.
Facts.
Now, I always, because I like to relate it to the streets to make it make sense for those who are just converting and getting into this consciousness and are still in the streets. If I gave you a bird, you would not take a bird, go sell it for $100,000, and then you owe me $6,000. You would not. That's a risk you would not take. Wait, I'm making this trap for you and I owe you money just for doing this for you? You would be like, man, you crazy. But when the European do it, it's okay. You teach your kids that it's okay. They're doing it, but when you'll kill your fellow brother for even asking you a question like that. So I must ask the individual, now that you know what the banks are doing with your money, what are you going to do with your money? Because I have a recession-proof, bulletproof, black owned. Let me put that out there. The opportunity is definitely black owned, because I know a lot of people from our community want to know, well, what color is the CEO? All right. So I'm gonna just put it out there that it's a black owned company.
Talk black to me.
Yeah, talk black to us. I've been killing that. I've been killing. That's wavy. That's one of red. Yeah, I've been killing it.
We love it. Talk black to me.
They love it on Facebook. Talk black. That's all I hear.
No, I'm talking about.
Black to us. But with that being said, man, I want to help individuals leverage that same system. But here's the thing: most people don't know Forex, and it takes a year or two, or it's like going to college. Forex is not easy, but it's not hard. It's like everything else in life. If you want that body that you want, it's not easy. You got to work out, but it's not hard. If you start working out, you're gonna start ripping up.
It's attainable.
Yeah, it's attainable. But I got the cheat code though. What we have is what we consider the Forex cheat code. Why do I say it's the Forex cheat code? Well, for one, you don't have to learn anything. We deal with robots and AI, artificial intelligence. So this brother
excuse me, I'm sorry. Industry 4.0.
Yeah.
Yeah, he talked about exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Talk black. See, we're living in a quantum, like you said, a quantum reality. All of this has been talked about. Y'all been, you know, a lot of us are like, we've been begging for the system to crash. We've been begging for Babylon to fall. Now that it's falling, what you have done is you like, a lot of y'all is like the dude in the Django. Don't kill my master. And the reason I'm going to say that is because you keep saying us.
Us.
Or we, or we did, or this, us, like America. Like, I gotta ask you, like, one day you know, you sovereign in your mind, and you're a divine being having a physical experience, and then the next day it's us.
Yeah.
So
I'm like, we. They like, they like, we got it in Italy. Hold on. They're like, we got it in Spain. They're like, we got it in South Korea. I'm like, we, nigga.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
We, nigga. I was like, Nintendo, we, who, what, we? We take? We hate, what, we Haven? Nigga, I'm not from there. We Hawking? Yeah. I don't live there.
Y'all got to chill with that. What you're doing is you're quantumly entangling on yourself in your oppressive war.
Quantum entanglement.
And you're entangling
to their goddamn sinking ships.
Sadhguru said to me, you know, as I was in meditation, it came to me after listening to some Sadhguru that, you know, right now it's certain. I must say mankind versus the universe. They can't win that war. You got to choose a side. You rolling with the universe or the all, as we would call it, or nature, as we would call it, or Lodomade, if you're in Ifa. Or you rolling with mankind. Because when you say we, I know you're not talking about a Lodomade, because that's an I am factor. Or nature, that's an I am factor. So you got to take complete control of your destiny. If you keep quantumly entangling yourself with these Europeans, you're gonna get what they got coming. So you can't pussyfoot and half step on this pro-blackness or this melanated you know, ascension that we're seeing. You gotta understand.
It's gonna get real. It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, real ugly. It's been written though. It's on the pyramid walls. It's on the Olmecan temples. It's in the Aztec, the Mayan temples. You know, they said this was the brother that passed away just the other day. He been taught us about the Sirius star system, and the Sirius star system is what this whole thing is about. If y'all don't know,
look,
word.
God don't like ugly, so they unfollowing these niggas.
The crazy thing is that Credo passed, and it's going to make people look at his work because brothers like Red is shouting him out. And you know, you're talking about pillars. It just so happens his name is Pill, but pillars in this community of consciousness. You got to give it respect where respect is due. Red.
I want to share something too. I want to say that the timing of our master teachers making their ascension from Nipsey Hussle, because he left on March 31st last year, right before April 1st. Let's remember that, right? Burn that blue candle because that date is coming up. You know, this is the victory lap. So think about what she was doing last year before you heard it to God. Because I said to people, it was two 2019s. It was the pre-Nipsey and the post-Nipsey. My year before I heard the God got clipped, and my year completely changed after that because my path changed. So therefore, my journey was shifted in a good direction because I've been lit ever since. I'm on another level.
Right.
My new belt.
Y'all want to shout out? I just want to shout out. I want to shout out some people in the chat room. Jeff Lee Lopez. He said he clicked the link. Make sure y'all click the link. Y'all see there's 2 links in there. One is the Red Pillars. One is mine. It's a family thing. We talking about 2020. So I want to let the people know what these 2 brothers is talking about is solution-based, application-driven, and we talking about in the climate that we're in the COVID-19 climate. You know what I'm saying? So right now, I want y'all to tap in and take, you know what I'm saying, massive, you know what I'm saying, action on these links that's popping in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Red, if you could do me a favor, throw one of those links up. These people really need to take action on, you know what I'm saying, what Trillionaire Trav is talking about. You know what I mean? I know I have myself, you know what I'm saying, and from working home, You know what I'm saying? And socially distancing myself. I'm literally sitting here, hashtag what recession? Recession? What recession? Like, y'all didn't know that this was going to happen?
Yeah, I've actually made more money in the last 10 days than I did in residual income than I have ever made.
Yo, I don't see that link, my brother. I'm scrolling up, trying to see if I can see a post, but I don't see it.
I'm posting it right. I'm posting it right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so my bad.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that one person's heaven is another person's hell. So in the crash of Babylon, I've actually been able to attain a serious amount of residual income because people are now running to the internet for money. They need,
Lodi, if you could explain residual money versus linear. Somebody's in the comments just because explain that.
Residual income is what the light company does. They come, they turn your lights on one time, but you got to pay the bill every month forever. So that means they made one transaction, but you pay them over and over and over and over and over and over again. Imagine coming and selling one Nick bag, but I sell it to you once. You smoke it, but you got to pay me $5 a week for that one bag that you already smoked. That's residual income. You know, linear income is when you get paid for time and effort. So linear would be, I worked 8 hours today. I get $10 an hour. I made $80. But guess what? You got to go back to work again to make that $80 again. And you got to keep going back. So your body's involved with linear income, and with residual income, it's a one-time transaction, but you're going to pay me all over and over and over again. So with this opportunity, and I didn't even want to get into the affiliate aspect of it yet because you don't have to recruit or sell anything. But I do want to say to people out there, if that's how you come off when somebody offers you an opportunity to make money, as long as I don't have to sell anything, or as long as I don't have to recruit anybody, then what you did was just lower your frequency so low from a financial aspect that you will always be in poverty because everything is based on sales when it comes to commerce.
That's a fact.
People always say that to me when I send them some information. They'd be like, well, do I got to sell anything? Because if so, I don't. First of all, you're selling yourself when you go get a job. Yeah. Right.
Something is preventing that link from showing up in our feed, my brother, because there's no link.
Okay.
There's no
All
link.
right. All right, hold on 1 minute. I'm gonna tap out right quick, and then I'm gonna tap right back in. So make sure this link gets in there. All right.
No problem.
Right. So with that being said, don't come in again. You know, I'm not going to tell people what to do or what not to do. I just wanted to say that, you know, if the opportunity consists of you not having to sell anything, if that's how you make your decisions, then that's the reason that you live a impoverished lifestyle, because you sell something every day. If you work at McDonald's and I ask you for a double cheeseburger, then you got to sell it to me. If you go get a job, if you're looking for a job opportunity, then you got to sell yourself to me for me to hire you. Guess what you're going to go do? Buy a nice clean shirt. You're going to go get a haircut. You spent money there again. You're going to put some cologne on. You probably spent some money on that. You sold yourself to me. So why would you sell yourself to a European but not sell yourself for generational wealth? So, you know, let's not do that. But but I got something for you though. So I'm gonna just read for you the opportunity. Like I said, it's a Black-owned Forex university, digital university. Just so happens we have artificial intelligence that actually trades your account for you while you learn the process. So here you don't have to lose money as you learn, because with Forex, if you don't go through this way that I'm about to show you, you will lose a tremendous amount of money before you learn how to really trade. And if you're not strong, you will fold before you even get to the point where you're that's how they keep us out, because we don't know. A lot of us are scared of artificial intelligence. We're scared of robots. We're scared of algorithms when we actually started that shit. The E5 divination is an algorithm based on the cosmic explosion called 0110.
And that's also the language of divination, the zeros and the ones. That's a West African language, zeros and ones, that all derives from our languages. That's in the unquote Indinkras. That's part of fractals. That's all us. So there's no such thing as, people can't forfeit technology to Europeans.
Right. Nah, we started that.
They've been involved in it.
Yeah, we started math, numerology, astrology. That's all our science. You know what I'm saying? We back now, which is why you see so many crystal Reiki healers and tarot readers. All that tarot is simply astrology on cards. So with that being said, these are all sacred sciences. So we back. We got to understand that this is what we were doing in Kemet. We were communicating quantumly using, and not just Kemet. I say Kemet because a lot of people run to Kemet, but Kemet comes out of Nubia, Sudan. Then Sudan comes from the south. So all of this is a quantum entanglement of all of our past ancestry coming forth today in real time, like Red said. And I want to say you got to make sure you pay attention because the all speaks through people. So the fact that Credo died, you should if you go pick up his books, what you're going to learn about is Sirius star system. Then you're going to realize that our ancestors said we're not from here. We're visiting. We come from Sirius. We come from a 3-sun galaxy. 2 of the suns are on their way. Every 12,000 years. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I'm glad that you helped me finish my point because I was making a point earlier about how the ancestors work. There's nothing is happening by mistake. That when these master teachers make their ascension, their works are being revisited. It immortalizes their works at that time in which people should be revisiting said work. So Dr. Africa's transition, his ascension, it sparks a revisiting of the works, and that revisiting actual is saving lives. We cannot quote unquote we cannot calculate how many people probably went and watched the video from Dr. Africa, went and opened up a book that they read 10 years ago, but because the fact that they've increased their knowledge in those 10 years, when they go back to that book, then now they get it better. And now it's important because we're in this coronavirus time. Boom. And then Credo, Credo, he ascends. So now you go back and you listening to those videos, and that's dealing with the higher realms. That's dealing with Sirius. That's dealing with metaphysics. That's, what I mean? And that's interesting that David Icke was being reintroduced into the quote unquote collective sphere because he had that video that was going viral. We was talking about 5G, and it was David Icke who was paired up. He introduced Credo into the quote unquote in like in the 80s and whatnot, into that platform. He brought him out.
Yep. So what that's doing is, all it's doing is, like I said, the divine, we got to understand that we, like bro said something powerful. And I think sometimes some of this stuff go over a lot of people's heads, but he said fractals. What's a fractal? We got to understand there's only really one existence. There's something called the all. It's an infinite intelligence.
Yeah.
Every human is a fractal of that intelligence. We all share this divine consciousness. We just don't know how to tap into it because we're fractals. And then once we become fractals, a lot of us have an ego and we separate ourselves from the source.
Fact.
So death should be celebrated, not a reason to be sad. Because now we can really put these spirits to work. My shrine already shaking with, I got my shit already shaking over here. Credo ready.
Yeah.
Dr. Layla Africa ready. Dr. Layla Africa speaks on the difference between the melanated and the European body, which is important right now for what we're going through. This is why he transitioned. So you'll go revisit the work and understand your war is not their war. Fact. Even when it comes to health, white sugar is beneficial for Europeans. It's destructive and it shuts off your electricity for 8 hours, according to Dr. Jewel Pookrum, who's another one of my master teachers. Just 1 teaspoon of sugar shuts your lights out for 8 hours. So if you eat 3 teaspoons, that means your electromagnetic frequency is at an all-time low for a whole day.
That's a fact.
So if they're doing that and you're eating white sugar and you're eating white salt, then guess what's going to happen when the corona hits your ass?
You're going to be more susceptible.
But if you're alkaline, you can walk right through a whole crowd of people with the shit. They can cough and everything, and it won't affect you. See, so that's cost being solution based. So now Dr. Layla Africa is going to make you be more health solution based. Credo is going to get you back in your divine alignment with Sirius star system and stop saying us and we when you talk about them, because we're not even from here. So let's get into this Forex shit, because I don't want to get too metaphysical and too spiritual on y'all. This ain't what this about. I'm going to read right here off of my phone. This is a copy and paste. This is what I teach my people. So you don't have to learn how to explain anything. In network marketing or multi-level marketing, which some of you guys call a pyramid scheme, but anything that's pyramid has been beneficial to our people since the beginning of time. Anything pyramidal, your DNA is in a pyramidal geometrical shape. And so anything pyramid is beneficial to us. So we got to stop saying pyramid scheme. That's another way to guide us. Pyramid scheme would be your job where you don't even know the boss. At least here, you know me, and you could call me out if I do anything, you know, that I say anything that I can't do, or, you know, I don't follow up on what I said, then you can reach me. You know what I'm saying? You can't reach the owner of Sephora. You can't reach Tommy Hill himself. You know, you can't reach these people. So that's a pyramid scheme. Your job is a pyramid scheme. But this right here is, and this is not even multi-level marketing. This is affiliate marketing, which pays a lot more. But what I do want to say is I'm going to read straight from the copy and paste message. So when you plug into Red's Red's website, and you sign up as a KTL Empire member, solution-based member, you know, then you're going to copy and paste the same message to 10 people a day. I do 40. I do 40 people a day because I get paid $62 every time somebody signs up residual. And if 35 people say no, but 5 people say yes, I made $300 today. Am I really worried about the 35 no's over the $300? That makes me a 6-figure earner. So I do want to say you got to embrace the no's, because it's the only way to get wealthy.
That's a fact.
I said here, I have a recession-proof, 100% automated way to grow your money without selling or recruiting. My Forex trading robot gets you up to 100 pips a day. I'll teach you about a pip at another time. Just know pips equate to money on a world level. They don't say dollars, they say pips. You set it and you forget it, so it won't add to your busy schedule. You set the robot, connect it to your laptop or your PC, and you forget it, and your money gonna grow every day. I'm guaranteeing that, because it's an artificial intelligent robot that's going to trade your account much better than you can, even with 3 years practice. These algorithms have been paid for by the CEO of the company, who is black or melanated, I must say, because a lot of us don't like to do things that are not owned by our people. So here's another benefit. We own this. So this brother's a multi-millionaire. He was the #1 network marketer in the world in 2014. Anybody who knows the science behind network marketing knows it's the 3rd highest paying industry in the world at $80 billion a year. I've been at $800 billion a year, and he was the #1 network marketer in the world in 2014. So he took that money that he made from that, tapped into the Forex market, and ended up buying algorithms from multi-millionaires who would sell it at a high price, and he would copyright it and put it in a robotic form or algorithm. And now this robot trades just as that multi-millionaire would trade his account. So it says it's a Forex education.
What is his name for anybody want to research him?
Reginald Stinson.
Reginald Stinson?
Yeah, Reginald Stinson.
Okay.
It's a Forex education company that has an automated software that does all the trading for you. You simply set it and forget it. It's the Sam Club of Forex. It's an automated service. Shout out to the brother that's up 400 pips now at one standard. He would have made 4 racks today. The automated service is a robot called Scout King that uses price action as strategy and hedging function. These words may sound weird to you right now, but what I'm telling you is that this site is a university where these words will sound familiar tomorrow. It's like reading the Holy Tablets by the Grandmaster Dr. York. Come across certain words and you're like, what the hell is a Rahubat? Or what is Netcher? You know, you read Sacred Woman by Queen Afro when she speaks of Ra and Ra'et. And natural, you hear Infudishi use words that you're not really used to. And then once you get the book and you read the surrounding sentences, you're like, oh, nature must mean nature. Okay. So, don't worry about it. When you hear strategy, when you hear hedging, it simply means if the trade is going wrong, the algorithm is going to take an opposite trade going in the opposite way. So when you lose that and you win the other, you break even. This is why we never lose.
Let me give them that link, Lodi. Yo, the link
let me just finish this.
All right, go ahead.
The lowest you can start with is 250 in your trading account. All right. But with that 250, you're looking at $500 to $100,000 to $1,000 minimum in a month's time. The reason being is because you're going to make 10% profit a day, no matter what you put in there. 250 is the minimum. You know what I'm saying? But if you got, if no matter what you got in the bank, let's say you do got 5,000 in the bank, I would suggest you just leave enough in the bank to take care of your bills. You put the 4,000 in the account, knowing you're going to make 10% profit a day, and we don't lose. That's $400 a day. Only fear would make you say, I'm gonna start with 250, but got 5,000 in your bank account when the bank is going to trade Forex with your money anyway. I taught you that earlier. So it's to literally set it and forget it. And you don't have to take no daily action. As your account grows, so does your daily profits. There's no recruiting or selling necessary. And then here's proof of the software has made out. There's proof that the software has made our the daily profits that it make for us is on the links that's being shared right now. So you can actually go to that red pill link, click it, and you're going to see a tremendous amount of testimonies of what these robots are doing. So, Lord, what you wanted to say now?
I want to actually give them the link. It's www.thenojoblifestyle.info/redpill. So I'm gonna say it very slow.
I'm typing it out.
Okay, so it's www.thenojoblifestyle.info/redpill.
All right, I'll put it right here, and you tell me if this is correct, so the family can hit it up.
Yeah, that's perfect, man. The nojoblifestyle.info/redpill.
No. Style is spelled wrong.
No problem.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're definitely right about that.
Okay. Hold
on. Any questions? Anybody want to sword fight?
You said fix what?
You spelled style wrong. It was back. You had TS instead of ST, but everything else was right.
Oh, okay.
nojoblifestyle.info/redpill. And when you go there, what you're going to see, all you got to do is tap on that link. And what you're going to get there when you tap on that link is you're going to get tremendous amount of testimonies. You're going to see the CEO himself explaining the opportunity or the Forex robot. This is the best opportunity that I've ever come across. Reason being is that you don't have to do nothing. And it's funny because as everybody's panicking, I'm doing nothing, but I'm doing a lot. Let me say that again. I'm doing nothing, but I'm doing a whole lot. I just hit about 80,000 in residual annually in 10 days.
I love the fact that you don't have to have any experience. You know what I mean? And it's two ways to actually get money is, catching the pips. You know what I mean? So if you can explain that, you explain how we talked about residual and saying, okay, same thing. If I gave you a nick and the nick bag was a good example on how you explain residual. So if you could go into more, because this is a question I know people are obviously going to have. How not only do you get paid off for catching the pips, but what is another stream of income by going into this business?
Okay, so outside of the pips, you know what I'm saying? Outside of the pips, if you want to sell or recruit, which I love to do, I love to help people make money. You know what I'm saying? Never block your blessing. Only way to receive blessings is to be a blessing. The reason you don't want to sell or you don't want to pitch anybody is because you don't want to see nobody else winning. That's the only reason I can see somebody saying I don't want to do the recruiting part, because honestly, like I said, you out of 40, it's a copy and paste message. You don't even have to explain anything, and you can send this shit to 40 people, and 35 people say no, and 5 people say yeah, and you're gonna make 100,000 a year.
That's talking about that 1,000 fan theory that
But
we
1,000
built.
fan theory at 1,000 referrals and $62 residual, you're making $62,000 a year. I mean a month. Excuse me.
I'm gonna share my 1,000 fan theory because I don't want to leave anybody in the dark.
Okay.
It's not my formula, and I hate to hoard algorithms. You know what I'm talking about? For anybody that's out there that's in the arts, especially right now with this Corona reset, the 1,000 fan theory was put forth by an editor of Wired magazine in the early 2000s, and what it basically is a formula that says for independent artists or any kind of artist, musician, whatever, if you have 1,000 true fans are fans that are going to buy every single one of your releases. You could put out a remastered version of your classic album. You could put out vinyl. You could put out merch. You could put out concert tickets. They're always going to support you. If you have 1,000 of those fans and they spend $100 with you each, you are going to make $100,000 a year as an independent artist. That is the 1,000 fan theory. The 100,000 fan theory is a formula that people have applied because this came out before Internet 3.0. People have applied this. No, well, this came out during Internet 3 or Web 3.0 and whatnot, but before the explosion of social media and the gram and everything. So there's people who are applying the 100,000 fan theory to 4 or 5 niches. They got 1,000 fans and they got 1,000 fans in different niches. There's somebody who does merengue yodeling. Right? Dead serious. Merengue yodeling. But he got 1,000 people that ride with him for the merengue yodeling shit. They buy the merch, they buy the streams, they buy whatever he puts out. And then he has 4 other different niches that he's pitching to. But he's in a digital realm. So in a digital world where you have a green screen, the game is to be sold, Mac. You could jump into any niche that you could jump into 99 niches if you want. You could jump into 99 worlds and you could apply a formula. The thing with our people is we are working off of the formula of cash rules everything around me. That's our algorithm. It's all about the Benjamins. You know what I mean? Jadakiss Penn. We living off of those algorithms. We living off of Hova's algorithm. And there's nothing wrong with that because they're writing new algorithms. You know, go listen to that J-Elect. But we need to start following some more precise formulas, some more precise algorithms.
Bro, froze.
He froze. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. You want me to continue to build?
Yeah, definitely, Law. I definitely want you to talk about that question I asked. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting ready to get back in the chat room and see what some of the people are asking. And then I'll throw the questions to you.
I want
to
say one thing, though.
He's back.
I want to say one thing to y'all. Been with, right? Don't worry if I'm freezing, it's because I'm out here, you know. We freezing the networks with this cloth. You know what I'm talking about? We freezing the networks with this cloth.
Yeah.
You know, we out here. But look, these brothers believed in the Facts Initiative, not this year. These brothers the brother Heru is a promoter, and the brother Trav is also a promoter. These brothers have believed in what we've been bringing forth for years. But recently, we came together in the state of Connecticut, and I brought forth an installment, my first installment for the calendar year of 2020, entitled Facts 2020. I just want to show you how your boy and how we stay on top of the pulse. Now, the acronyms for Facts 2020 is food, right? Something that everybody had to run to the store this week and go get. They telling you niggas, make sure you got 3 months worth. That's the #1 priority before the toilet paper. Make sure that food is there. The A in facts, that goes for arms. It goes for art, but it goes for arms as well. What's the number one thing that they're running on? And that's the gun stores. People are arming up, right? If you don't live in a gun state, you might not realize what's going on. But if you live in a gun-toting state like in the South, you understand that there's a run on the guns right now. You understand that they're cleaning out the ammo. You understand that there's a run on rifles and ARs and all kind of stuff. The C in facts stands for clothes, right? In a coronavirus, in a lockdown, in a place where you can't go anywhere, you can't make no moves. You still got to make sure that clothes are there. Clothes are very important. But outside of clothes, the C stands for code. The C stands for code. And in this day and times, we are seeing the rise of the code. We are seeing the rise of the algorithm. We are seeing the rise of AI. We're seeing the rise of technology. We're seeing the rise of whatever algorithm has us on Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live, all of that. That's all code. And code is running the world, my nigga. If you knew how to write some ill code, you could have responded to whatever's going on right now and flip some shit and come up, because this is all about who is going to be able to adapt. This is adaptation. Your world has been disrupted. The corona is the big disruptor on all and every sector. It disrupted every sector. So the new legends of tomorrow is going to be whoever rises out of this quote unquote dust. Whoever everything that you did up to this point, it doesn't even matter, because like I said, they book-ended it, that fucking story. That story is done. That part of the chapter has closed when that market crashed. After that, it closed. This is a new chapter. Once they cut that new check with this digital shit and social distancing, and we locking down and we're resetting, new chapter. Let's be clear. This is unprecedented. This has never happened before 9/11. We are at war. We're going to win this war. New chapter. New chapter. And you're not out the war yet. This is a new chapter. Always see it as that. Oil is dropping. Boxes $20. Cash out. Everything is changing. Things are falling, but things are rising. CMOS is up. I went to get the CMOS. They got gouging on the CMOS. They price gauging on the herbs. That's up. The herbalists are popping right now. I can't even keep my brother on the phone. My mom's is doing numbers. KT was on Star Live out there talking about 5G. KT doing numbers. It's a lot of things changing. So these brothers believed in the facts, and they've been getting busy with facts too. And the S in facts stands for shelter. All right. No, the T in fact stands for technology. If they shut off the internet, niggas will go Caesar. What's that? Baboon crazy, and there'll be niggas in Paris. If they turned off the internet, remember they canceled the NBA. Niggas was like, what? They canceled the niggas was like, I can't. It's March Madness. And then they gave you Boozy on IG and D Nice. What if they took that away? Because we able to stay home because we got Netflix. And we got TikTok and Instagram. So technology, in dealing with the facts, you're seeing how important technology is interwoven into everyday life and how it dominates everyday life and how it's holding the fabric of life together in a time of a quote unquote global pandemic and a crisis. Technology is leading the way. And technology is the culprit for getting niggas sick. So it's a weapon and it's also a band-aid. It's a gift and a curse because the 5G is out here killing niggas. You can't, nobody can, I don't want to hear nothing about the corona. When we finish this, I'm going to take the family on a journey on some breadcrumbs about the coronavirus and all of the, you know, we're in Fort Detrick and, you know, the military world games that was in Wuhan in October. The whole military, all of the militaries of the world was in Wuhan a month, like a few weeks before the outbreak. Come on, y'all. Like, this shit is, you know, Scooby-Doo is about to solve this one. But We did facts. Fast forward to where we're at today. And then the S in facts is shelter. I'm sorry. Technology, shelter. The S in facts is shelter. Where are they telling people to do what? To go home. They're assuming that you have shelter.
Right.
Number one priority in the quarantine. You gonna quarantine without shelter, nigga? Where you gonna sleep in your clothes? Right? Everybody has to have a roof over their head during the quarantine. They're gonna either put you in shelter or you're going to have shelter. So once again, the prophecy of Facts 2020, I'm right on time. I'm right on time. I know what I'm talking about. Talk black to me. You know what I'm talking about? I know what I'm doing. So if the family trusts what it is that we out here doing, because like I said, we're doing what it do, you know, then you know that it's real. Then you know that it's real. So let the people know, leave them with some information, my brother. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come back. We had a show called From Ashy to Classy on Ash Wednesday. That's where we introduced our brother Trav on the show. I want y'all to go back in the archives and check that out. Tap in. You know, the brother has a lot of information. He's part of the Facts Initiative. When we hit the road, you will be introduced to Trillionaire Trav and all of in his network and what he does and how he's getting money on the web, on the low, because people is out here eating. Don't think that people ain't out here killing these markets and killing this economy. They're just not talking. They're not on the live giving up the game. But I'm not gonna hoard the win. I'm not gonna hide the winners from you. I'm not gonna hide the solution from you. I'm not gonna hide a lick from you. I'm gonna expose you to it, and then we out. We ain't gonna be talking about this next week. But the opportunity is here and the window is open. And like I said, you have to look at this shit the way that bosses are looking at it. The ones who are going to come out of this whole experience, because remember, look, the world is glued to their phones.
And that's my hashtag.
The world glued to their phones. So why not make a few dollars on that phone while the world is glued to it and then benefit off of that? And don't waste your time, because you could get sucked into the billions of people that are just sticking their eyeballs into the news and getting fear pumped into them, getting propaganda pumped into them, and they're losing money at the same time. You can't get money and be scared at the same. You can't obey two masters, nigga. Either as Pimp God Sherrod, nigga, or you niggas is scared to death. You need a dog. What is it gonna be? You can't be in two places at once. You know what I'm talking about? You can't be in your bag. You know what I mean? In hiding at the same time, my nigga. It just don't work like that. You niggas, this is not the ground. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
You niggas not be in the bag and in the closet at the same damn time. Pick a side, nigga. So yeah, no doubt, my brother. Leave him with some information.
All right. So yeah, like the brother said, man, one of my hashtags is turn your phone into an ATM. Mine's is definitely ATM. Even today I made $1,200 and I ain't do shit. Sold about 3 chains for about 300. I made 300 there. I made about 400 off of pips. You know what I'm saying? That's 7. And referrals. I got about, and I only signed up one person today for the 62, but people that I signed up people, and I get paid for that as well. So everybody talking about a drought and all of this stuff. You got to just, like I said, it's either half empty or half full. As a divine being, it should always be half full for you. For right now, I made more money in the last 10 days residually than I ever made ever. I'm talking about in a 10-day span, because in 10 days I made $2,700 residual. You times that, it's 3 weeks in a 4 weeks in a month, or three 10-day periods in a month. So you're talking about 54. You're talking about 7,100, 7 times 12. is about 80,000 in residual.
So I want to take questions from the audience before I let you go. I have to give them the floor and allow them to, you know, ask questions and whatnot.
Let's do it.
Okay.
It's Trillionaires Club on Instagram. Trillionaires with a Z .club or Trillionaire Trav. I'll come up.
I was just told about the robot that trades Forex for you. Somebody said, how much is it a month?
It's $125 for the educational platform, and it comes with the robots within the platform. And then you need a minimum of $250 in your trading account. But remember, the $250 is still yours. You can withdraw it the same day if you panic. Like Red said, if you hide in the closet, you can take your money out whenever you want. So the $250 is always yours, or whatever you decide to put in your trading account. But it's $125 for the actual educational platform with the trading AI.
Look at this request. This brother says, I want to know who creates the AI data model and what is the hyperparameters turning for this model.
You would have to ask the CEO that. I'm not really sure. I know his stuff is copyrighted and stuff of that nature. So you would definitely, once you plug in, we have a Telegram group with the CEO is very active. So, you get in and you can ask him that. I'm not really sure about that.
What if they go?
He said he wanted to create an AI model, or he was asking. I missed it.
He says, I want to know who creates the AI data model. And what is the hyperparameters turning for this model?
Yeah, he doing too much. Get in first. Yeah, so yes.
So it's a bank account?
You pretty much, a Forex account is equivalent to a bank account. But it's not a bank account. The bank account, you would move your money from a bank account to a Forex account, but it's pretty much functions the same. I like the Forex account better because you can actually manipulate the money and move it through the markets, which you can't do in a bank account.
And the last question,
that's fire.
I want to see your account in previous trades.
I could definitely show you some trades here. I don't know if you'll be able to actually see it on your phone.
Show them receipts, Lordy. Show them receipts,
I
Lordy.
can share. If you got it on your laptop, we could share screens.
Okay, just let me. All right, bet. I'm gonna go on my Facebook group right now. Show you.
Okay.
Wait. So what do I do here? How do I share? Do I hit share screen first?
Yes, you do, sir.
Okay. Boom. Share screen. Bang.
Shouts out to Yosef. Shouts out to Yosef for clicking that link.
And then you scroll over to where there should be an option where you could share your screen.
Okay, entire screen, application window.
Yeah, go to that. Not the application window. I think the other one maybe.
Chrome tab or entire screen.
Go to application window and you should see a Facebook icon in there. Yeah, Facebook tab.
Some of the strippery.
Woo. Looks serious right there.
Yeah. Oh.
Got that good citrine.
Oh, I was about to say that's what that look like.
Yeah. Yeah, and the family, y'all gonna need y'all 5G stones, man. Like this 5. I mean, you gotta be dripping with these stones, man. I'm gonna put your screen up.
Oh, you can see my screen now?
Yeah, I can see it. I put it up.
Let me
word, bro.
Take some of this shit down. I got y'all inboxes up for some reason. Let's see.
Yeah, tell them where they want to know where they could get that drip from.
Just go follow me. You can see it right under where my name is at, brother _ Haru. Go to any hashtag on any social media, GGD720. That's hashtag GGD720. Or go follow Trillionaires Club 2.0. Is it? What is it? Trillionaires Club _247.
Nah, just Trillionaires.club.
Okay, my bad. So it's Trillionaires.club.
Okay. So right now, you can see my screen, Red?
Yep.
Okay. I love receipts. I love when they ask for receipts. I be waiting. So this is what I want to show you is other testimonies outside of mine, because I can show you mine, but you want to see other people making money. Always ask to see what everybody else is doing. All right. So here we have, as you can see, somebody who just signed up. What does it say? Another satisfied customer. Now this is my Facebook Trillionaires Club group, and I'm gonna go to the top just to show you what's in here. As you can see, you see the Trillionaires Club there. I'm gonna go all the way to the top and show you that how many people is in here. All right. Yeah, let's talk about it. I'm glad the brother asked for receipts. So this is my group here, Trillionaires Club. As you can see, it's about 500. It's about 600 members in here. And you can see I put the KTL join up, know the ledge, KTL Empire for life.
Okay.
The big homie, American God.
Okay.
I don't do too much of that. Now let's get into the trades. Look what it says right here. This Trade Finder robot, the name of this robot is called Trade Finder. What does it say there? Past profits do not dictate future results. That means just because this brother made $500 today, don't mean you will. You don't know what he had in his account. And as you see, it says buy JPN. What is that? The Japanese dollar, right? He bought it at one standard lot. One standard, that's a pit. Where you said buy, where it says buy one, that's a pit. So he traded one total standard. And as you can see, he made $500 and he has his name written at the bottom. That's just one.
He said, we need to see your Forex account, LOL, and previous trades. This is not a receipt.
Hold on, brother. Let me, I just want to show you some proof of multiple people winning from your Forex account. If you know Forex, yeah, all right, cool. So I would never show you inside my Forex account. Why would I want you to know how much money I got personally? I can show you trades, but I'm not going to show you my Forex account. Let me see your bank account. Let me see the money, how much money you got under your mattress. That's the type of question that is. That don't make no sense. I'm showing you proof right now. This sister right here is from New Haven, Connecticut. As you can see, let's click on this. She made, as this trade says, in 5 minutes, she traded one standard lot and made 70 bucks. Everybody don't make, and I'm going to prove it to you right here. I'm not here to say everybody makes $500 a day. This sister in 5 minutes made $70. She was extremely excited. Why? She didn't have to work for it. That's $10 an hour with a 7-hour shift. Let's go back. Let's go down a little bit. That's just one more. We're gonna keep going. Yeah, you don't ever let them talk to you anyway, Red. I know you don't anyway. But I would never let you see inside my Forex account, nor would I let you know what's on my Visa, nor would I let you know what's under my mattress. I'm cut from a different cloth.
But they said that you could show the trades without needing to balance.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. They're actually seeing trades. I want them to see what they will receive, because if I could show you, I could go on my account and show you, right? But you won't see how the trades are being executed or how you would be leveraging the actual website. So that's what I'm showing them now. Like this right here is a phone signal. Can you see where it says pressure, Kevin Gates' voice? You see that on your screen?
Where it says pressure?
Yeah, okay. So do you see, you can pretty much, it says Calhoun Breon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this was a signal from the CEO. Not only do the robots trade your account, but as you can see, the CEO sends a signal to your cell phone, and all you got to do is open it up and copy the trade. What did she say? Shout out to our app. She signed up 2 days ago. Shout out to the app. It sent out this fire-ass signal once again this week. I'm 100 pips in profit, floating in profit, hands-free shit. All right. So that was a hand-free 100 pip trade. If anybody that know Forex, let's talk about a pip. Because this customer right here, as you can see, we live in effect, made $266. $1 times 100 pips is $100. $5 times 100 pips is $500. $10 times 100 pips is $1,000. She made $266 dollars because she caught 10 pips at $26. So look, she said, I have the auto trader. No, no, this is somebody I signed her up. So they asked her, how's the auto trader working for you? She said, I literally forgot about the shit this week, but it's crazy because when I went and checked on it, I'm up 266, which is amazing. I'm going to get some posts going about it. It's one of the best single investments that I've made. Hey, I'm happy for you. I know the software would be great for you. Thank you for trusting us. Of course, I'm so thankful for you and being able to make things happen. Then these are new members. You see this queen right here? She signed up 2 days ago. You see us welcome him. You see this brother right here? He's a Moore. Lawrence Hughes, L. Bay. He's in the mix. You see this person right here is in the mix. Latin sister, Sarah, Serenity. And we can keep going. So you see new people coming in every day. Not only do you see, look at this brother. He just came in. This queen just came in. And all of them are plugging into the robot. You see, we celebrate them. So, you know, it's nothing to be. Look at this one right here. Wait, what just happened? Look at that. Half a standard. You see the queen right here? Look at her account. Watch what she say. She traded a half a standard and made 255 off of one trade. Now, she started this account at the top of the week with $1,000. So she's at 29. I mean, she made $1,900 this week. I'm at $2,290. So she made $1,290 this week. And what we do usually is I tell them to withdraw, withdraw the weekly earnings based on $1,000. This goddess right here helps people set up. She's from Michigan. She helps people set up the robots. One of my assistants. We got this brother right here, Keith Jones. You can tell he's not, you see him. That's a grown ass man right there. And I could just keep going, but as you can see, more profits all throughout the group. Another sister, she just plugged into the auto trader. You know her, Red. She gave you that's the one when you came out here. We was at out and about. This brother right here, his way, just signed up. You see, let's see what it says. Welcome, my guy, Damian Wade. I know him in real life though. He's we from the same town. And we leverage the intelligence of these robots while studying the game. This is Simple Forex Trillionaires Club. Welcome, my brother, to the family.
Let me ask you something. Somebody said 401ks are down almost 30%. Why promote this today?
Forex has nothing to do with 401k. Forex is
please explain that.
Yeah. Forex is the trading of currency pairs. He's thinking mutual funds. So two totally different ball games. Make sure when you come up here, you come correct with your information and that you know what you're talking about. Because I like the sword fight off with his head immediately, because Forex has nothing to do with 401k, brother. I'm showing you that while people money is falling, you looking at the cup half empty. I'm showing you what you need to be doing. Forex. In Forex, you buy or sell. It's not stocks. See, people get this confused. Let me jump off of the stream, y'all. I just wanted to show you some profits of other people winning. But let me say this for the record. In Forex, you make money off of buys and sales. If the stocks fall, you can sell. You see, and then you make money there. If the stocks rise, you can buy and you make money there. So just because stocks fall, some people think because stocks fall that we don't need to be talking about stocks. Well, this isn't stocks. This is Forex. Forex is day trading. Stocks is a long-term investment. 401ks have nothing to do with Forex. They have everything to do with mutual funds, which is why hedge funds are still making billions of dollars a day and mutual funds are closing.
Facts. The brother said he's getting in this for sure. Can you let me know if it's $125 a month?
Yeah, it's $125 a month for the robot. I mean, not only for the robot, but for the platform, you get the education. And if you choose to refer to make a residual intake for helping other people get in, that's an additional $50 a month. So at that point, it'd be $175. But if you just want the robot to trade your account while you learn Forex, then it's $125.
Okay. They said they want that bot, my nigga.
Yeah, I know they need that bot.
That bot.
Yeah, we don't.
I just need someone with a little bit of bot in it.
Yeah, so can I just get rid of this Facebook and then I'll be back on the joint?
Yep.
Okay. Bang. So with that being said, I like the sword fight, family. I'm not one of these dudes that you could just come up here and say anything. Like, you know.
No. Hold on. I encourage my audience to ask all of the questions that they have to, because you got to keep in mind this community has been fleeced and finessed. You feel me? Right. So I you know, come on this platform. I need them to know that they're gonna be vetted. You know, I gotta ask all questions, and I gotta allow the people to ask their questions.
I'm gonna answer their questions, and they're gonna be straight to the point. Straight to the point. We're gonna get right to it.
That's right.
So, you know, I'm not really a debater. If I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna lead you to the source. But this right here, I got this in the headlock. Sports trader, I got it in the headlock. So with that being said, if there's any more questions, I'm willing to take those. But for the most part, what I do want to say is this is what we need to be doing, because at the end of the day, there's no other opportunity where you don't have to do anything yourself and make money. Honestly, I've never seen an opportunity like this one, because even when you join me and we trade sports, you're on average, you're looking at making a 10% profit on a daily basis once you set your templates. Templates meaning we have custom settings where we have the robot, we give it instructions. The robot has its own strategy, but we tell it what to do with the strategy. So with our custom settings, we're looking at 10% profit a day. Now you got to remember, if you start with 1,000, let me just make it make sense. If you start with 1,000 in your account, at the end of the week, I know you're probably thinking I'm going to have 1,700. No, you're going to have more than 1,700. Why? Because every day your profits increase. Because if you had 1,000 today and you made 10%, then you got 1,100. So tomorrow you're going to make 110. Then the next day you're going to have, 1230. Then you're going to make 123. And then as this compounds, I told you a penny every day, double for 31 days is 10 million. Mm-hmm. So imagine compounding $1,000 account at 10% in 30 days. This is why, you know, we make so much money in the Forex markets when you're not so excited that you made money today and you go pull it out to go buy you a fitted hat.
No, that's the great. That's the great thing. I see the question. I see the question. That's a great thing, man. It's people that's retired. It's single mothers. Is, you know what I'm saying? This Forex thing, you know what I'm saying? It don't care if you white, black, purple, green. It doesn't matter. If you old, you a woman, you a man, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? As a brother said, it's a simple copy and paste. It's just like, are you gonna pull the trigger? You know what I mean? In the midst of all this panic, are you the one that's panicking and not, you know what I'm saying, taking hold of the opportunities that's, you know, saying in front of you? You know what I mean? This platform is all.
There is no background check.
Nah, there isn't. No, there isn't.
You just got to have a updated ID or license, because they're going to need verification that it's you before they cut you. Because in Forex, man, I have my boy. He's only 20. Let me show you this. I should have went through it in the group. My boy, he's only 20, man. He made 19,000 last week, and one day, and the day before that, he made 20. So he made 39,000 in 1 week, man. And it was his best day ever. He's in my We Trade Sports group.
They said, "Am I 4X?" Man,
Red, are
the
you?
Link?
Yeah. His link is there. Yeah.
I'm in the building. Yeah, I'm in the game, y'all. Like I'm here. You know what I'm talking about? This is a collective, but I'm bringing the experts to build with the family, to share with you the endeavors, because I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. Like I said, I got my hand in multiple pots. And what I want to reiterate to my audience is the fact that with the numbers, we're going to win. I'm utilizing the 1,000 fan theory. I'm utilizing an algorithm. I'm utilizing a formula that's proven to work. So when we move as a unit, you're definitely going to see how this stuff works. You're definitely going to see how we could basically, you know, like the brother said, the residuals and whatnot. Streams where you go ahead. Imagine if you had a net that was catching fish and you just go and grab that. You just go and pick that net up every month with all of the fish that's been gathering in the net. But you got that off to the side. You ain't even thinking about that because you eating from different streams that your mainstreams. So we're not making this our mainstream. You're not making this your main vein, but you are definitely putting some energy into, like the brother said.
If you have I would make it a mainstream if I had a following. Like if you're not scared to copy and paste a message to 100 people, 30 people a day and not care who say no, this can definitely be your mainstream, because I've made in 10 days, I've made annually about $80,000. If this company don't shut down for some reason, and I don't, inshallah, I don't pass away, I'm already at 84 bands a year. And I'm only been in this opportunity 10 days. But I've been in Forex for 7 years, and I've never seen nothing in Forex. So this is the best opportunity that I've ever seen in the Forex niche, and Forex is the most powerful niche in the world. So what I'm telling you is that in the most powerful niche in the world, I've come across the best opportunity that I've ever seen, because it's hands-free and it's Black owned. So there's really nothing to be right now. This is something everybody should be like, what? If you really knew what I was saying, for those who do, that's why the people that know Forex is like, yo, bro is on to something. What he's saying is legit. But if it sounds good to you, what I would say is get in, because this is another thing we do. We try to do more research, but we don't know what to look for. So then what we do is we don't trust our people so much, like Red said, because we've been scarred. What we'll do is we'll run the Europeans for their information to see what Forex is about. When I'm telling you,
company,
Unit of Prosperity. But if you go Unit of Prosperity. But if you go, it'll be better if you go through Red's link than if you just go directly to the website. The reason being is because if you decide to sign up and you sign straight up to the company, Red doesn't get credit for it, and you'll end up in anybody's downline. And now you can't call Red for help. Now you can't call me for help. You got to figure out who you under, and that person might not even, they might be like, man, I don't know you. So what I do want to say is make sure if you do go through there, when you do plug in, go through the nojoblifestyle.info/red pill. Don't try to go somewhere else, because you're going to end up by yourself. And I don't help people that I don't make money off. What I mean is, if you're not in my structure, if you're not on my team, I'm too busy copying and pasting to be telling you what a pip is when it's right in the website. Because that's what it is.
Yeah, for those who get in there, they have like courses.
You want me to share my screen one more time to show them this, and just show them in the website real quick?
Yeah, give them a glimpse, because you're gonna benefit off of some stuff that I'm sure that you'll be able to share with other people and empower them as well. Like I said, this is ideal for people who got time on their hands, who want to make some bread. Go ahead.
Okay, let me see. Share this application window. I forgot to do this one more time. Okay, let's see. Boom. Now let's see. You can see this, right?
Yeah, I'll put it up there.
Boom. Cool. So as you see right here, let me pause this because it's gonna play a video. But if you can see, this is UOPFX. As you can see, it's an academy. This is the software with the robots. Here's training with live people who actually trade. And there's it's a webinar. It's kind of like we're doing now, but they only talking trading. Here's the affiliate. This is where my link is. This is where red link is. This is where you see how much money you made this week or today or yesterday off of referrals. And so let's see here. So once you plug in, I'm going to show you that this is a university, because I don't want you guys to pay the 125 family and learn here, because everything's in divine order. If you try to go to YouTube and Google and look up Forex, you're going to find so much information, you're never going to get started. The perfect time, there is no perfect such thing as the perfect time. The perfect time is always now. When you feel it in your bones that this is what I need to be doing, that's the perfect time. If you're trying to perfect Forex before you start, then you're never going to get started because you can't perfect it. You lose every day in these markets, meaning I might lose 2 trades, but win 8, and I'm in profit. The goal is to be in profit, not to be perfect. But as you can see, get started. It shows you how to select a broker, tips for success, and how to choose your trading platform. All right. So boom, that's for somebody who never did none of this before. You're going to follow these steps. It's in order. So you go to get started. It'll teach you right here how to move the money from your bank to a broker. It's going to show you what brokers you can select from. Then it's going to show you how to put the trading platform on your computer, which is the squiggly lines y'all see on Wall Street. And then boom, Forex fundamentals for the Forex dummy, meaning the person who knows nothing about Forex. It's going to say, what is Forex? It's going to show you. It's going to show you your small video. It's going to say, who controls these markets? These are the questions that you guys were asking me. And, you can you'll get the answers yourself. Here, what's a buy and what's a sell? What is a pip? How to leverage the lot sizes. What time is the best time to trade? How does the news affect trade? What is NFP, right? That's the first fundamental level. You do that, then you graduate. This is preschool. You're going to kindergarten now. Bang. Chart basics, support and resistance, candlesticks, how to identify a trend. What is a pullback? So you don't get scared when you put your trade in and it goes and you minus $60. Fall back. If it don't hit the stop loss, then the trade is not over. You might go outside, go to the store, come back, and now you up $130. But if you don't know what a pullback is, as soon as you see the red, you're going to stop the trade and you're going to lose money and everybody else going to be celebrating. Consolidation patterns, consolidation, all of this stuff. This is kindergarten. Then boom. We're in preschool now. 1 through 5th. Pending orders. 1 through 5th grade. Then right here is advanced. College. High school. It's levels. It literally walks you through every level. And look right here. What is this? Sacred geometry. The Fibonacci. This is our science. Fibonacci is our science. So it'll show you, as you can see right here, if you click on that, it brings you to our Telegram group, and it has over 700 men and men in it. The CEO is in it. He's very active. That's where you ask all your questions. You don't call Red and ask him what is a pip. You go to the university. You don't call Red and say, Red, why am I down $16 if this robot? You go to the Telegram and you ask your questions, because in there you have tons of people who can get right back to you immediately, and you're always going to get the correct answer. So with that being said, shows you how to set the platform on your phone so you can trade on your phone, whether it's Android or iPhone, how to do it on your laptop. This is really a step-by-step process. You will never learn this on YouTube, because it's not in order on YouTube and you don't know what to look for. So let me go to the robots real quick, Red. These are all robots. This is all artificial intelligence that trades your account. And this is a Black-owned company, family. And it's affiliate marketing, so the CEO only gets paid when you pay the $50 to refer. He does not make anything off the $125. That commission is split out through the people who signed you up. So the Scalp King, this is the #1 signal robot for our team, my personal team. We love Scalp King. All of these are robots. You can link all. Remember that joint that said Trade Finder 2.0 won me $496. Look at Trade Finder 1.0. Hybrid is fire. It's over 26 robots in here that you can hook to your account, and you never have to even learn how to trade. Just check up on your money. Literally. So this millionaire brother has actually bought these patents from expert traders, copyrighted them, and now he owns the strategy, and now the artificial intelligence. So Trendsetter, Trend Assassin is deadly, kill shit. Hybrid, kill shit. And Scout Kings, kill shit. Though that's what I'm vouching for those three, because those are the three I used. And that was the university. Then you get paid for referrals, $62 per referral residually. So, and then when that, like, so for example, let's say I signed up Red, right? I get $62 every time Red pays his fee. But when Red signs somebody up, Red is going to get 62 and I'm going to get 31. So if Red sign up 100 people, Red is going to make $6,200 a month, and I'm going to make $3,100 off of Red. So this is where the 1,000 fan theory comes in. Because if Red get 1,000 people to plug into his system, he'll make $62,000 a month. And so, and you guys could do the same, especially leveraging artificial intelligence with stuff like sponsoring posts. I spent $5 on a post yesterday. Made sure the post got out to 2,500 people. 6 people joined. I turned $5 to $300. I don't know none of them people. So that's just a level, you know. Now that was just a marketing strategy. But yeah, so it's lit. That's the university.
Bro, he hasn't even spoken about leverage or trading pairs. This is multi-level marketing, poorly presented. Damn, I feel bad for our people. I gotta show you the naysayers, so you know what I mean.
No, I love it. I love it. This is not multi-level marketing though. This is affiliate marketing. Multi-level marketing is where people get paid levels deep. So, for example, let me just explain to that brother so he know the difference between affiliate marketing and multi-level. Multi-level marketing is when you get pennies on a dollar, but your organization can grow to 20, 30,000 people. So you get $7 for these 20,000 people. So 20 times 7 is what, 140,000 a month. An affiliate, you're making up to 50% per person. So, which is how I hit so much residual so fast. This is not multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing does not pay nothing like affiliate marketing. Multi-level marketing pays about 5 to 6% per customer. Affiliate marketing pays up to 100% at times. But this opportunity pays 50. Now, again, I just showed the brother that this is how you know people don't see the cup half full and they see it half empty. I just showed the brother the university where he can learn the difference between. Now, let me show him, Brad. I love the naysayers. He's one guy who would never get the free robot to trade his account because he's skeptic. But I can't vouch for him. But I could do this though. He said currency pairs, right? What does this say, Brad? Currency pairs in quotes, right?
Yeah.
You can educate yourself just by pressing the button, brother. And you'll learn everything. This is the fundamental, and it teaches you right here. Can you see it on the side right here? What is base currency? What is quote currency? What are the most common currency pairs, brother? You see, he said this is very poorly represented network marketing. For one, it's affiliate marketing. For two, it's black owned. And for three, you could have paid the $125 and learned everything you wanted to learn about a currency pair. What are major cross pairs? What are exotic pairs? What pairs should I start with? How to place market execution orders. You see? So, you know, whatever that brother was talking about, he must have not caught that part, that this is a university where you learn. It's not my job to teach you what a currency pair is. It's your job to teach yourself by joining the university. And the answer was there for you. What do you want to know what a pip is? You click it. Look, what's a pip? It's going to tell you. What's a pip, brother? Oh, I don't know. He didn't explain a pip. Okay, well, go to the university and learn what a pip is. If USD is a quote currency, one pip is a standard lot, $10 per pip. A mini lot is $1. It's showing you how you trade $1 for a pip. So if you caught 100 pips today at a micro lot, then you made $100 today. But if you had a standard lot, you made 1,000. And this is how you count pips. So the university.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So basically, for people who are joining up, who want to be a part of this Forex trading and they want to deal with it with the robots, you're saying that they will be educated more by joining up and getting into that university where that information is. Is that information available in the quote unquote on the internet for free? Like, is it just out there for anybody to tap into?
Yeah, but you won't know what to look for. If you don't know Forex, you won't know what a pit. You wouldn't know to look for a pit.
Okay.
And then if go ahead.
So for the people who just want to hop in and learn Forex without basically investing anything, you know, I know that you have to invest time, and I know that you have to invest, you know, getting familiar with the process, with the formula, right? So are you saying that you're giving them that formula and you're affording it to them in basically in a structured way through courses, so people can walk through these steps, and not only they can learn about it, they'll be able to teach someone else about it?
Right. The reason I like this is because as you're learning, you're earning. If you did it any other way, you would have to learn this shit before you put real money in, because you'll blow your account every time, not knowing what you're doing. Now it's going to take you about 6 to 18 months to even really start trading a real account. Ain't nobody got time for that. Not saying it like that. If you're dedicated and you really want to learn Forex, then yeah. But this is for people who want to earn while they learn, or people who like, I don't even want to learn Forex. I'm not with that shit, but I want to make money. So I'm going to plug into that robot. You see what I'm saying? So this is the best of both worlds. You get to learn if you want to, because eventually, once you see how many people really make money, once you start, it's like this. When you buy a car, right? You buy a Honda, or let's just say you buy a Subaru. You had Hondas all your life. Now you buy a Subaru. Don't you know when you get to the first red light, you're going to see your car so many times? And you're like, damn, everybody got a Subaru. And the reason why is because now the Subaru is on your frequency. It was never in alignment with your frequency. You was a Honda dude. You like Lexuses. You like Beamers. So that's all you saw on the street. As soon as you bought your Subaru, everybody got one. What I mean by that is once you get into this, you're going to start following people who do that's if you, she, like the sister said, she said you better get on the MT4 and trade demo, because you could trade demo, meaning the real markets, with fake money. But this is why I like this opportunity, because you could skip demo. Nobody got time for that either. I don't want to trade demo. That's like playing a video game. Why I want to trade demo? I want to connect to an artificial intelligent robot that's going to win me money while I learn using demo, while using the university's information. So now you can mess up and blow accounts and play with it a little bit from what you learned yesterday and all of this stuff, but plug into the robot with real money immediately. There's no reason to wait for the artificial intelligence. That's, and I don't know. To me, that's not solution based, and that's not being proactive. It's being reactive. You want to learn. You still want to learn first before you actually. The AI already mastered the system. If not, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So shouts out to the brother who said I didn't explain currency pairs after I just went through the university and showed them the currency pairs, and then I had to go back and show them again. So I love those type of people, man, because they help other people learn too. So the fact that I had to go back, somebody might have missed it, but yeah, everything's in the website. It's a Forex educational platform first. It just so happens that they have robots that trade your account for you. Not only robots that trade your account for you, but also the CEO sends these. Let me show you in real time to your phone. Let me get in the camera. And these are signals. See? So like 3 times a day, the CEO will send a signal to your phone, and maybe my shit is too bright. Let me turn it down a little bit. Turn it down. It says update here. Signal comes in, open, close at the bottom. So not only do you get the robot, there's human traders that send signals straight to the UOP app, and all you got to do is open and execute the trade. This trade today made us 100 pips. That's what the girl said. Oh my God, 100 pips and rising on the hands-free joint sent to my phone. See, the auto trader don't send shit to nowhere. You just link it to your laptop and it runs 24/7. But this is a signal. There's a difference between a signal and artificial intelligence. So once we pay the 125 and then have the 250 to add in our account, how do we just get busy with the robot? I have a template. As soon as you plug in, we send you the template. You follow it step by step. It shows you how to connect the robot to your laptop or your PC. Once you do that one time, you set for life like the light company.
Indeed. Indeed, indeed. All right. Well, we're going to let that do what it do.
Peace.
I really appreciate you being able to answer all of the questions. I appreciate the fact that there was people in the audience that were challenging the information and asking questions, because I was learning in the process. You know what I mean? Like, we got to be able to sharpen our swords, and we got to be able to stand on our information, and we got to be firm in what it is that we out here talking to these people about, because at the end of the day, we are bringing them solutions, and we know that the people have trust issues. But at the end of the day, we know in order to get around those trust issues, all we have to do is answer questions and be very honest. Like, I didn't have to bring these brothers on tonight. I didn't have to open up the platform to let these brothers share information. But at the end of the day, knowing what the family is going through, I don't know the millions of stories that are taking place. I know that I know they ain't start cutting them checks yet, that everybody is waiting for the stimulus package. But I do know people are looking for opportunities to turn 5 into 8, or 5 into 1,000, or 15 into 3. Because when you're sitting on bread and you're paying off bills and it's being eaten up because you're not flipping it, you're not even on a hamster wheel, you have to find opportunities in order to, quote unquote, put that money in a currency stream where it may be able to either double or triple. Right? Maybe even double or triple, instead of having no options and it just withers away. Because once you bust a 20, it's a wrap, right? So for those who have the faith in themselves to get busy and to study and to put some money up so your money can grow while you focus on other things, I would encourage you to dive in. For those who want to learn and who've been hearing about Forex, but you didn't know which way to go, come and join and be a part of this academy. And for those who are out there who could do it better, holla at your peoples, because at the end of the day, this is a mastermind. You didn't see nobody talk down to anyone. We didn't dismiss anyone. We didn't act like we were better than anyone. The brother came with his information and he was being honest about what it is that he has to do. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm not 101, percent knowledgeable about this whole field like that. I'm studying it myself. So this is my entry into it. I'm new to Forex because I've been hearing about it for so long. Brothers in the UK, brothers in Atlanta. Shout out to my brother Jay Forex. Shout out to my family out there in the UK. They've been pulling my coat. They've been hitting me on WhatsApp. I got a lot of people that's out here. A lot of young boys, too. It's a lot of the young people who gravitated because this is the digital currency. This is the digital dollar. This is the digital dash. People who get money on their phones and people who get money on home. People who social isolated before Corona. People who were into Industry 4.0 before Corona. They were tapping in. I know people who were getting up because, the markets opened up in different time zones. I know dudes that was getting up at 3 a.m., getting to the bag overseas on a Forex, going to sleep at 7, right? Already making already making some bread, waking up at noon and getting right back to a whole nother bag. So it's opportunity out here. There's parents out here. I want these babies to learn this. I want these little ones to learn this. I want the young guys to flex. I want 8 and 9 year olds to be on Forex to learn the pip game, because the babies can comprehend colors and numbers and easy concepts, and they want to count up. Let them play with the let them play the robot, let them play the Monopoly money first. But I promise you, the leaders are going to be the young ones. They're gonna break this, they're gonna hack it, they're going to tweak it. They know the cheat codes the same way that they tweak Fortnite and these other things. So if they could sit on these damn video games all day and spend your money with these VPN, what's the PlayStation money? My son got an account. He just got in from the account. I mean, I'm buying Fortnite dances and all of that stuff. So if he could spend money on these people's computer, well, I'm like, we could make some money at least 2 or 3 hours with you. You 12 years old. Let's go. It's not about, you're not gonna put the children in the yard to rake the yard no more. You're gonna put them online to tap into the digital economy. That's where the money is being made. So this is just a glimpse of what we have coming up. We have some lectures coming up. I have class coming next week. I want you to, if you have any last words, my brother, let you.
I really don't, bro. I just want to, you know, show you some love, man, and let you know I appreciate you for even giving me the platform to reach out to the people, because your reach is much, you know, longer and wider than mine. And just tell the people, man, look at the cup half full, not half empty. Stop saying us. Get in alignment with the I am factor within yourself and that divine intuitive nature. If it feels right, it is right. It's once you start thinking and being logical where you fuck up. Excuse my language. But you know, so you know, this is it, man. This is the wave. This is what we doing. This is, and it's never going back to regular. Understand that. If you get into Forex now, don't wait for it's like the Bitcoin thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait. That's what we did with the crypto, the Bitcoin. We watched it start small. We watched it rise. People kept talking about it. They kept talking about it. We waited. We sat back. We didn't get in. And then we said, after a while, being logical all that time, we like, let me buy in. We bought in and it crashed. You know why? You got in at the end. They couldn't, you know, you were so skeptic for so long. By the time you did get in, they snatched your bread, and it made you never want to grab Bitcoin or any type of coin ever again. And that's what they wanted. And
then the roller coaster started. Then the real money started coming.
You know? And now Bitcoin is down low and it's about to shoot up again. But you're going to wait because you're going to be scared, and you're going to wait, and you're going to wait, and you're going to wait, and you're going to miss the get rich thing again. So with Forex, you know, more of our people are into it. I know a lot of people that inspire me are people of color. And look up ML Billionaire on Instagram as well. He's a legend.
That's my guy.
Yeah, ML Billionaire is he's the real deal. You know what I mean? He
got his Forex.
Yeah, he's a Forex god. That's what he is.
Okay.
He's a day trader, and that man money long. So you know, all I can say is, man, right now you are in the perfect time to be alive, because we were alive for the shift. You know, a lot of our ancestors, like Dr. Francis Cress Welsing and people of that nature, who gave us the information on what was to come, they not alive to see this, but they do see it from another realm, and you know, through our eyes. But we're alive, like we're here. Whatever you do now is going to set your family up. And I'm gonna just leave you with this: 0110. I got an E5 divination done last month, and Eshu came forth and said everything that happens now, the alignments that I'm making for you, and he was speaking about the ones with red and blue. It's going to set your family up for generations, because you're going to save a lot of lives and a lot of people like yourself. And when they say people like myself, I got to think melanated people. And it says through a digital ascension. So we just talked about algorithms, and the 0110 being, you know, there is no algorithm that's more litty than our divination systems. And I'm gonna say, you know, you guys are the people that she was talking about, meaning y'all. It's going to be y'all or the people that's on this live now that's going to change the generational wealth pattern, because we were born poor and we need to be the last ones born this way. After this, it's on you, because it's out there. It's an even playing field now. You know, there is no well, I mean, in your mind, white supremacy may exist, but I believe in melanated excellence, and the God can't be suppressed. Peace.
All right. No doubt, King. Peace.
All right. I'm gonna jump off. Let you do your thing. I'm still watching though.
No doubt. Yeah, so next week, next Thursday's class that we'll be doing, which will be a paid class, it will be for the online students. We're going to be rolling out another version of Quantum Supremacy, which is a lecture that was done about 3 years ago on Black Magic 363. So we're going to be introducing Quantum Supremacy 2020 to the family, and Quantum Supremacy 2020 is going to be dealing with the quantum race for supremacy by the powers, the three major powers that are out there. That's the United States of America, or the USA. That's China, which is in a, you know, they're in a neck and neck run, and then everybody else, you know. And we're going to talk about quantum entanglement. We're going to talk about the quantum internet. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of things, all things quantum. All things quantum. And that's very important. Just being able to forecast what is going on in just in these races for power. You know, there's a lot of power plays going on, and those power plays that are taking place are shifting things globally. You know what I mean? So it's very imperative that we know about that. So the link to begin to grab your tickets for that class is going to be in the description. I'm trying to see, I think I'm going to be putting the first, the one that I did 3 years ago. I think I'll put that on the Patreon for all of the Patreon members to tap into that part one. If anybody wants to see the part one, of course, you can contact me, or you can have video on demand. We'll have that available for you either through the app, because the app is going to be rolled out very soon. We have our streaming app coming any minute now. So it will either be available on the app, and we'll have all of our online lectures available on the app. But the quantum supremacy that I did a few years ago, I have that available for you. But I'll also have it available if you want it at a, you know, you could just hit the Cash App with the $20 in the email, and we'll be able to send that as well. But, you know, we're going to have it on the app. So either way, you will be able to get this information before Thursday's class, so you could be familiar with what was talked about a few years ago. Even though I'm going to go over it, I'm going to review it when we start class, because most of these classes are going to be reviews of previous work. And the reason why we have to review previous work is because in previous work, there needs to be some kind of peer review, because there was a lot being spoken. There was a lot of lessons being taught. There was a lot of information being dispensed and disseminated and whatnot. So we always have to go back and dig in and unpack what we spoke about years ago, and just see where the where has the information manifested at. So just look forward to that. I might do that on Melanin Mondays, do the, you know, go over some stuff. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. You know, the brother said he had a bad feeling in his gut about investing in the opportunity. I tell you, my brother, if you don't have a good feeling, then you don't do. You know, everyone is not going to, you know, be willing to invest. Everybody doesn't have the resources to invest. Everybody doesn't have the patience to invest. Everybody doesn't have the wherewithal to invest. When it comes to Forex, maybe that's something that you're not familiar with. So you don't feel obligated to do anything that you're not familiar with. But there's people out there that are familiar with that. There's people that are out there who, you know, they're looking for income streams and they're looking for new things to do. And there's people out there who've already mastered these quote unquote, you know, they've mastered these platforms. They know what they're doing. You know, they're comfortable. It's almost like me telling you, let's go rock climbing, and you've never been on a rock before. And I have experienced rock climbing. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's nothing to worry about. But in your mind, you looking at the rock and you like, man, I ain't going up there. So everything ain't for everybody. You feel me? But what I do know is that we need to stay in touch through this quarantine. We need to be able to always do some life checks on each other. We need to be able to keep each other updated with information. I wanted to run through some of the information that I've been digging up about the quote unquote coronavirus and some of its beginnings, going back to MIT, the case with the MIT doctor, going back to the fact that they had to shut down a lab in August in Fort Detrick, Maryland, because of a virus outbreak or the potential of a virus outbreak. I wanted to introduce some information dealing with the military games 2020 that took place in Wuhan right before the outbreak. Like, I wanted to show a lot of information, but we had the brothers come on and it took a little longer than expected. So that time is kind of expired. I tried my best to do a video throughout the week, you know, something on the side, some miscellaneous shit, and throw it up. And I might do an Instagram live or some information out. So shout out to Th3rd for doing his thing on Star. Shout out to Rizza Islam for staying on the front line with his information. Shout out to everybody that out there that is standing up and telling the family the truth about what's going on. And brothers like Blue Pill, Mama Pill, let me give you her website, because if you need any herbs right now, you need to go ahead and hurry up and order them, because I don't know if they're going to shut down the post office, but I know that shipping and whatnot has been, you know, that there's going to be an issue with getting stuff. You know, it's going to be an issue. There's price gouging in Whole Foods. There's price gouging in the food markets. So let me just give you Mama Pill's website. There you go, greenleafherbs.com. Get your sea moss. You know, get your sea moss. We could be talking about this money, and we could be talking about these coins, and we could be talking about this trading. But at the end of the day, health is wealth. And if your health ain't right, I don't want to talk about no money. You're not going to be able to trade when you can't breathe. So the real currency and the real wealth is health. So before anything, because this is all of that other shit sometimes is extra curriculum, but we got to feed these babies, and these babies are multiplying. You feel me? So we need income streams, and we need opportunities, and we need, you know, to jump through certain windows when they open up. But before we do anything, we got to make sure that our temple is right. We got to make sure this motherfucking vehicle is right. We got to make sure that this vehicle that we're driving in, the temple, is at its optimum. So that's where my mother comes in. That's where Th3rd comes in. Shout out to Brother Rich, Father Rich, Th3rd. They doing a 7-day fast. We on WhatsApp. I'm supposed to be doing my push-ups tonight. I missed my slot. The group is popping. It's 100 of us, and we're all on a fast, a 7-day sea moss immunity builder fast. You understand? We're eating salads and whatnot. We're drinking sea moss. We're being healthy, you know, and everyone is encouraging each other, right? And people are being very supportive of each other, and people are holding each other accountable. And that's what we need right now in these days and times, where they're trying to make us seem like being a village is not the way to go, or being a network is not the way to go. When we know that even though social isolation is good, because you got to go inside sometimes, but We need to be together. We need to link up. We need to share wits. We need to share our minds because the motherfucking Rothschilds and Rockefellers and the Trumps and the Jared Kushners and the NATO and the WHO and Prince Charles and all of them putting their minds together. And I showed you in my lecture that I did last week, right? I showed you Prince Charles, right? When we did the Facts 2020. No, when we did the Evolution Will Be Digitized. I showed you Prince Charles at Davos 2020. Now he got the coronavirus. But the reason why he got the coronavirus is just to put him on and put him into the narrative. That's him stepping out on the stage. Nobody was thinking about Prince Charles. But they interject these people into the story because this is all theater. It's all theater. It's a joke to everybody that really knows what's going on. When they say that nigga got coronavirus, they start laughing. So don't be fooled. This is all theater. These people are out here playing a big game. And these people they forming Voltron. The people, the CEOs that stepped down, all of the CEOs that stepped down and took their money and they ran to the bunkers and whatnot. Them niggas forming Voltron. All of the white people that all of a sudden disappeared in New York, where did they go? They went somewhere together. They all together right now. And they telling you to socially distance yourself. But your enemy has grouped, them niggas have formed Voltron and they clicked up. They all clicked up and they want you to be an individual and they want you to be alone. And they want you to be scared of your neighbor. And I'm saying that that's not the way to go. And I'm saying that we got some good shows coming up in the future. So stick around. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. We got some powerful interviews coming up. Rise in Power to Dr. Africa. Rise in Power to Credo Mutua. Rise in Power to all of the great ones, to Nipsey Hussle. Rise in Power to Dr. Sabi. Rise in Power to all of my master teachers who are preparing a real warm welcome on the other side. So when we go over there after we finish putting in this motherfucking work on this round, you know what I mean? We'll have those 70 virgins ready to give us a rub down or some Reiki. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Trump passed the 5G bill. Yeah, Trump passed the 5G bill. And he passed the goddamn how many trillions was that? Is going to go on these. They putting your children's children into debt with that bill. The children, they put that price tag on your children's children by bailing themselves out. So remember, go and research Industry 4.0. Go and research Industry 4.0. You feel me? Go and look it up. You'll know what's going on. You'll be able to pay full attention to what's going on so you don't get caught out there in this analog world. All right? So with that being said, I'm tapping out. All right? Love and light to the family. I'll see y'all on Melanin Monday. Make sure y'all tap in. You know, like I said, make sure everybody stays in touch. For those that are about to sign up, that are going to sign up and be a part of the family to do this Forex trading, I want to say salute to y'all. Welcome to the party. Let's get this bread. Let's get this paper. Let's make this money. You know what I mean? Let's show these people these receipts, you know, because I got time. You dig? I got time, you know, and I trust in my people. You know what I'm talking about? I trust in my people. So I trust in myself. And I'm going to go ahead and get this money, you know, and I'm not going to let nothing stop me because I got to feed these babies. All right? Love and light. Peace to the fam.